John Black, Super Chemist. Got one more video, hopefully, on this. It's my PASTAFARIAN Sermons playlist, and the subject is called Number One Life Hack. I just wanted to reiterate about how we're different from, the PASTAFARIAN patriarchy or marriage is different than the Christian patriarchy or whatever. It's not just about the oppression of women and treating them like slaves. It's about the fact that they discriminate against anyone who doesn't conform to the best. We both agree that there's a best type of patriarchy or marriage, but if you don't conform to their way of thinking, then you are just horrible. And you are, if you're gay, then you can't, we ain't like that in PASTAFARIAN. We know that people are different, and we love them for that. If you're gay, hey, we love you, and we actually think that it's more hurtful to society if you try to conform to our system of this, what I'm talking about, this man and woman patriarchal marriage. We think that you would hurt yourself and hurt society, okay, if you do that. So we want you to be gay, if you are gay. We want you to get a gay marriage, and if that's what you want. If you don't want a marriage, then whatever. We think that you should do whatever you want because we want you to be happy, because a happy people is a happy society. Okay, and right is right. You know what I mean? But God does this is. Like I said, it's your duty. If you're a straight man and a straight woman, and you want a marriage and you want kids, then it's your duty to do it this way, okay? Because otherwise, you're just lying. And God has given you this reality. All you have to do is look at the statistics. God gave you those statistics so that you can look at them and make informed decisions, okay? And I've given you things about the pair bonding, divorce rates. How they're just the same woman over and over again. Single mothers. These are all red flags that you should run away from. Okay, because you're giving an oath when you go into a marriage. Even if you don't believe in God, you say, "Well, I don't think God, so I'm not giving an oath to God." You're still giving an oath not just to that person you're marrying, but everyone in that society. You're telling them, "This is my woman. This is my man." You know what I mean? And in a PASTAFARIAN marriage, we don't call it our person, right? We call it our man or a woman. This is my woman. This is my. We don't erase what they are. Try to make everyone, try to erase gender. Okay. If you're non-binary or whatever, then you can say, "This is my person." Okay. But if you're not, not non-binary, then you need to say man or woman. Don't try to erase the fact that people are different. Men are different than women. Even a trans woman, that's a different woman. That's different than a man. Okay. One has a man. They have both the biology of men, but one has a female brain and one has a male brain. So they're different. And you should not be referring to your trans wife as your person. That is your woman. Okay. Just like the husband is your man. But this is about honor and duty. I don't understand why people have no honor and duty about anything. You know what I mean? I have a lot of honor and duty, but most of my life I didn't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? I didn't have anything to follow. You know what I mean? So I just wanted. So this last video here, I just put it up because I just want to just give you a couple. Because I'm going to do a video series called "Women Biology." Everything I know about marriage and all that kind of thing. And I'm going to go into more on this stuff, okay? But I want you to understand that, like, when you're dating a woman or a man, whatever, you date, and then sooner or later you're going to say, "I want to be boyfriend and girlfriend." Like, just us. We're going to commit to that type of relationship. At that point, a PASTAFARIAN will bring up questions. Now I'll get into these questions in my my video series that I just told you about. But you should be asking, like, well, what do you think about no fault divorce? Do you think that's right? You know what I mean? If they think, yeah, of course it's right. I should be able to leave anytime I want. My oath should be not honored in any way. I have no honor, so I don't want to honor my oath. You know what I mean? I want the option to just bow out anytime I want, even though there's no one's involved. I just feel like it. Right there, then you should be like, no, I don't want. This would be great for a guy. I'm not saying you should do it because you shouldn't be sleeping around even if you're a guy, but let's say you're with a woman and they want to, you just want to sleep with them and hang out with them and be friends, that kind of thing. You don't want the boyfriend thing because you're not going to be marrying this chick, right? All you have to do is give them these questions and say, this is what I believe. If your beliefs don't line up with mine, how are we going to have a marriage? How are we going to have a relationship? You know what I mean? And that's just one of the questions of many, not many, but really only about 20 questions. And you can weed out every woman that will destroy your life before she destroys your life. Like this, ask them, well, what do you think about after your butterflies leave your stomach? Any child can tell you that's only going to last for a couple of years. What are you going to do after that? Do you understand that those butterflies are going to go away? Do you understand that you can't divorce me just because the butterflies go away? You know what I mean? They say, well, once the butterflies are away, well, you got to get rid of her. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you some signs, okay? And I want you to remember, if you pick a biologist to be your wife, guess what? She's going to be a biologist. You pick a doctor, guess what? She's going to be a doctor. You pick a boss babe, she's going to be a boss babe. You pick a queen, you make her a queen, she's going to act like a queen, okay? But guess what? If you pick a wife, they're going to act like wives. Okay? But you have to pick them. You have to pick the wife, not the biologist, not the doctor, not the queen. You have to pick the wife. And then guess what? They'll be wives. And 72% of marriages do succeed. Those are the people that aren't the boss babes. Those are the people that, that don't, they might even work, but they're not that feminized. They're not that masculine, where that work is everything to them. And if they don't have it, they'll just die. Screw their kids, screw their marriage. The only thing that matters is their job. But anyways, so here's some. I'm not saying it's 100% true on these. I'm just saying these are red flags. These are red flags. You see it, go boo 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 boo. Do a siren in your head or whatever. Number one, and I'm going from good to worse. Okay, so these are the good red flags. Giant glasses. And I've watched thousands of videos of feminists now. Thousands and thousands of. Each video has several feminists in that. Literally, have heard thousands upon thousands of feminists and regular women talking for hours and hours, and just 10,000 hours of just hearing them talk. Okay, and I'm telling you, one thing that they have in common is they got big giant glasses. When you see big giant glasses, I would run. Big giant earrings, I would run. Okay, those are the good whatever. Because I'm not saying that means that they're going to be a bad wife. I'm just saying that's a red flag. Now you get up to even worse stuff. Okay, now you're like, if you have a lot of combination of these lower things, you should get rid of the woman. Okay, colored hair. I don't mean they went to blonde or they went to brunette or something. I'm talking like green, pink. You know what I'm talking about. Blue. These are communists. These are feminists. They are not wives. If you want a wife, don't pick these people. Don't date them. Don't whatever. You know what I mean? Metal all over their face. The cowring on their nose. Metal on their lips. Metal on their nipples. You know what I mean? Tattoos. Where they pull down the ear and there's a big hole in the ear, not just for earrings, and then they shove some kind of big disc in it, and their ears look twice as big and droopy down. Yeah. See, these things that the second set of stuff that I'm naming, these are not indicative of a bad person. Okay? I'm not saying that. Okay? Because it is not indicative of a bad person. Tattoos, they're great people, most of them. Okay? But it shows a personality trait that is not conducive to being a mother or a father to that. But mostly, it's for women. You know what I mean? guy covered in tattoos is a red flag, but a woman covered in tattoos, that's 10 red flags. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying, because it shows a personality type that they can't be happy. They always have to do something extreme, otherwise they can't be happy in life. And being a mother, being a wife is not about doing extreme stuff. And it's just monotonous slavery to these type of people. You know what I mean? Even if they act like it's not some tiny part of their personality thinks that it's just not exciting enough being a mom and that. You know what I mean? And the other thing is that it's so disrespectful. If I had a woman covered in tattoos, obviously I'm a low class man, so I can't pick and choose. But if I had, if I was making 50, 60 grand a year or more, I would never choose a woman that has tattoos, especially if they're covered all over their body. You have no respect for me. The only thing a woman has to offer, basically, or the main thing, not the only thing, the main thing is her looks, and then she covers it up, especially when they do like a big giant face of something. You're like, now I have to, instead of kissing your breast, I have to kiss a picture of a pineapple or something, or I have a picture of a dude or a chick or whatever, some kind of picture, a snake. Why would you take that away from me? Why would you take your own? That's all you have. I mean, it's the main thing you have to give me is your body, and you just scribbled all over it with art. You are the art. Your body was the art. Your body is the art. Scribbling on it, and it doesn't matter how good the scribbles are, how good the picture is. Some of them really look great. They really are art. But they will never be more art than the actual body that was underneath it, that you were supposed to give to me. And now every time I kiss your ass or kiss your tits, kiss your shoulder, your back, I'm not even kissing you. You covered it all up. You covered your whole body. I can't even see it. Anyways, like I said, that now you get up to the next set of red flags. These are non-negotiable. You need to run as soon as you see these. Okay, these aren't like the lower ones that I said, like big glasses or tattoos. These are ones you definitely 100% need to get them out of your life, because they will destroy you, your family, and everything about you. Okay, if they're feminist, they use feminist words, misogyny, sassy, insecure. Oh, you don't want me to go to the bar by myself with 10 of my girlfriends and not you, and I'm going to be wearing a bathing suit because you're insecure. Yeah, okay. Manifest. Queen. They think they're a queen. A queen is a female monarchy, a dictator, a female dictator who got their job through nepotism, so they're entitled. So an entitled female dictator. That's what a queen is. So if they tell you, do you want a wife? Pick a wife. You want a dictator? Pick a dictator. Okay. Astrology. Anyone who asks your sign, and if they ask your sign, say, do you believe? And just dump them right then and there. But you got to ask them, hey, do you actually believe that my birthday dictates my, my morals, my personality? Because that's racism. Might as well say my skin color dictates my personality and my moral traits. Okay, you're saying my birthday dictates my moral traits and my personality. That is literally the definition of racism. Okay, or type of discrimination is not racism per se technically, but you know what I'm saying. That's literally a form of discrimination, racism type stuff. You got to get rid of those people. Those are idiots. They will destroy everything. Your kid's going to be born under the wrong sign, and she's going to assign this personality and assign this morality to this child, even though he's just a piece of clay that you can mold. You know what I mean? But she won't believe that. She'll think that my kid's an Aries. Oh, he must be evil. He must be evil. You know what I mean? Anyways, you all have a blessed day at the end of this video here.